Hey guys, welcome back to Books to Movies and happy belated summer solstice. Alright, I'm still reading my next projects, but the show must go on, so I'm digging back through Bookless movie history and found some comedies that were wildly popular in the 70s and 80s, but have not aged well. So, without further ado, let's unpack Mel Brooks. We'll start with the one that I only saw once and I didn't really care for. It just missed the mark with me. It has gastric humor, sexual humor, and the granddaddy of all faux pas these days, racist humor, complete with a gross misunderstanding of the announcement that the sheriff is near. It's Blazing Saddles. I know a lot of people love it and think it's hilarious. It just lost me with the campfire scene. I hate toilet humor. It's low-hanging fruit. Next, we have an anthology loaded with all kinds of sexual, racist, religious, and classist humor that really means no harm. And I actually love History of the World Part 1 with Mighty Joint and the Spanish Inquisition Broadway number, and ending the French Revolution meeting on a high note. Can't deny that the use of a certain word that rhymes with maggot, and why it's good to be the king, and the almost constant making light of, historic oppression of Jews, including Hitler on ice, just won't fly these days. Finally, my favorite out of all this group, and it's a fun mockery of Star Wars and Star Trek. Compared to the other two, it's relatively tame except for abundant testicle humor and some indirect busting on Jews and some occasional sexual humor. May the Schwartz be with you, it is Spaceballs. I don't dig Pizza the Hut. I love ludicrous speed and Dark Helmet playing with his dolls and all the silly fairy tale royalty cliches, the random and nonsensical character names, the silly costumes, and Princess Vespa's singing voice and her ability to assassinate those who would mess up her hair with a blaster bolt. And that is it for Mel Brooks comedies that might not fly these days. If you haven't seen them yet, by all means check them out and take them with a grain of salt. If you have seen them, please drop your favorite movie quote from any one of them in the comments, and I'll see you next book and movie.